Well, hello there, ladies and gentlemen. This is Ray Dolan from Mullingar in Mullingar on the bus once again, and we have a special guest on board with us today. We are blessed. It's been a very busy week on board the bus. We're in the back seat, and we got the hoodie on, and it's there you are, from Mullingar in Mullingar, promoting what's good and great about our town. So, yes, in association with My Cleaners, that's My Cleaners in the Green, a great bunch of people. And if you want something clean, you head to the Green in My Cleaners. That's after rhyming. Very good. Okay, so let's start off our show with the 12 bongs. Bong, 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 bong. And as well as that, Ollie Green is here and he's going to give us 4 bongs. Give us 4 bongs, Ollie.
Bong, 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 bong.
Fantastic. That's Ollie Green and he is on board and he's been practicing all morning. Yes, out in the Green. He's been out doing a bit of gardening, because that's what he does, and he was doing the bongs. He's been practicing it the whole week, but great to have him on board, and he's going to talk about his fantastic products, his business, and what goes on in his life on our bus today. If anyone's out there and they want to join us, come along, send us a message, and you are welcome to join us on the bus, because that's what we do here, promoting what's good and great about our town and its people. I'm spitting, my God. Okay, so let's carry on. On the bus we have Maureen Gallagher. I'd like to wish Kathleen Gallagher a happy birthday, and this message came in yesterday, and sometimes when we go live no messages come in, they come in a little bit late and then we can't get back the message, but she wanted to wish Kathleen Gallagher, her daughter, who is in Northampton, originally from Dunlish, a birthday. Happy birthday to you. And that comes in yesterday from Maureen Gallagher. And not forgetting a big shout out to Deborah's Cakes. She has her own Facebook page there, and it's Deborah Cakes Mullingar. Hopefully she's going to be in on Monday, because she's going to bring some cakes, maybe, and she's a great one to chat as well. So if we can get her to stop chatting and we'll be able to talk about the cakes, or if we get to eat some cakes with Deborah Cakes, and she is out in Streamstown, and she's on Facebook, so it's Deborah Cakes Mullingar. We spoke to her before, and she's from South Africa originally, and I was there when I was a kid. So let's continue and keep focused. Okay, so yes indeed, the 12 bongs, we passed the 12 bongs, and it's a birthday shout out to Kieran Smith. It's not Kieran Smith's birthday, but it's his lovely wife, and he says some fantastic things about her, and he's sending her loads and loads of love today from the bus here and his bus. So Kieran, fair play to you, and to Deirdre, happy birthday to you. And Gerard, Corghallaigh, O'Reilly, I'd say, or Riley. Anyway, he's in New York, and wishing you a happy birthday. That's to you, Gerard. And Liz Riley, she's in Mullingar, wishing you a happy birthday. And Ronan Wogan, that's a cool name. And he's in Slane, and he's into the running, I see, as well. And Gerard Boyhan is from Multifarnham, and it's your birthday as well. And the famous singer Sharon Turley, it's your birthday. So happy birthday to you from us all here on the bus from Mullingar in Mullingar. And as well as that, we have our Facebook page recommendation. Yes, we recommend something new every single day on our bus, and it comes to you from Knights and Conquest Heritage Centre in Granard. They're putting up some fantastic information, a lot of history from that area, and heading up to Leitrim as well. So check out their page. That's Knights and Conquest Heritage Centre in Granard. And I'm not too sure where there's open at the moment, but there's huge plans in Granard. They're going to set up a village, a Norman village, and that's been the sod is dug, so they're on their way. But check out that page, and check Spartle is out there as well, and Deirdre, just to give me a shout as well from us if you're travelling through. Birthday shout outs, Katie Brown. It's Katie Brown's birthday. She's 6 years of age, and it just went by like that. And as well as that, that comes in from her daddy and her mammy, Teresa and Michael. So they're all in Carlow and wishing you a happy birthday, Katie. Jane Scally from Stradbally, her daughter, Saoirse, is 13 today. And that went by like that. And a big shout out to you, Jane, and a happy birthday to you, Saoirse. And oh yes indeed, we have a big shout out to all our friends in Street as well, because the bingo starts on Monday and it runs every Monday, and you got to go on to Street Parish Park bingo, and it starts on Monday. So click on the page and go and play Facebook. It's on their Facebook page, so go and play bingo on the Facebook, and you'll be supporting Street Parish Park. Okay, our food shout out competition winner is the Malacca takeaway. Yes, straight across from Rochford's on Dominic Street, one of the first chip shops in Mullingar, and a big shout out to all the Capolas. And as well as that, we'd like to thank everyone who joined us this week, whether you were just watching in, whether you were sharing our page, whether you were going live with us, or whether you were promoting your business. So a big thank you. Today is Friday, so we take a break from our show, which we call the 12 Bongs, and we call it the Shout Out Show, and we say it's live with Ray, and we say everything we can just to promote it and get it going, and it is going. And we go live every day for the last, since March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December 20. And now we're in January, so we're having great fun. We're delighted that you join us, and if anyone is on board there and they want to chat to us later on, we'll go live with you as well. So we have our special guest on board, yes, ladies and gentlemen, flowing in the whole way to us this evening. Lucky to have him. He's a very busy man. He starts running in the morning, then he does a bit of work, and then he does more exercise, and then he does another bit of work, and then he does more running, and I don't know how he keeps going, but his name is Ollie Green, and he has a Facebook page called betterplants.ie. So Ollie Green, you are very, very welcome on board the ship. Ollie,
Thank you very much, Ray. I've much appreciated there. I was only thinking there, the last time I done 4 bongs, I was very much in a more relaxed state. So
the last time we met was a Jerry Duffy day. I actually sang at that day, and Jerry is a great man for promoting local and helping people getting chatting as well, and the whole lot.
yeah, absolutely. Yeah, no, we did a brilliant day. That's a good while ago, is right. Yeah, and I remember the whole theme of it was about social media and going live, and something I think most people would struggle with, you know, especially if you have business and that. And it's something I struggle with because, you know, getting in front of a camera is not an easy thing to do, as we were chatting earlier on. Look, because the nerves come in and you're stuttering, and you know, you're just
exactly, because every day I go live and I make mistakes and I give myself a bulb after it, and then you look at it later and says, well, it wasn't that bad. No. But I think the most important thing is to do it.
It is, and I believe myself, and that's why I kind of come into the, you know, I suppose forgiving myself for making mistakes. You know, if one person is benefiting from it, like I do a live video there on gardening tips every day on my Better Plans page, and giving tips, and you know, I used to try and edit as much as I can. Now I just let it flow naturally, and just tell people what I'm doing in my garden, and hopefully that will transpire and help someone, you know, improve their garden and improve enjoyment of gardening.
So tell us a little bit about Better Plants, please.
Yeah, well, Better Plants came, I suppose, from both things. I'm gardening now for over 15, 16 years, growing my own vegetables. I was always looking for a really good fertilizer that would help my plants, and I was doing a lot of surfing at the time, so I used to be robbing the seaweed off the shoreline, bringing it back to Mullingar, and fermenting it and breaking it down and making my own liquid. But when you're putting something like that into a barrel and it's fermenting and that, it can combustion that, so it was absolutely powerful. But then I started looking for a company that might supply me with something as similar, and it was only by chance. I was surfing up towards Donegal one time and I met a guy, and he was working for this company in the north of Donegal, and he was showing me a product he had, and I'll try it. And when I brought it home after about 2 or 3 months, I see the difference it was making. And
tell me, is this a natural product or is it a chemical product or what?
No, it's 100% natural. It's 100% renewable source, because seaweed is obviously, it's, you know, the Pacific seaweed we have, we're very lucky in Ireland, it only grows in the North Atlantic coast or along the Atlantic coast. So it's very, very, you know what I mean, it's very resilient, and the way we process it, then we use a cold process technique, so it retains all the goodness out of the raw material, which is the seaweed, and we put it into the bottles then and then sell it out. Because
right, and tell us, what plants are you making at home? Are you...
Well, like what we do, like I suppose plants like wise, what I grow just for ourselves, the family, like it's all, like we do broccoli, cauliflower, peas, beans, like even like this year, last year we were planning to go meat free for 2020.
Wow.
So the first thing we had to do was get the garden, so I wanted to plant a lot more protein based vegetables, the likes of green beans, peas, runner beans, broad beans. So I put lot of more emphasis into growing the likes of beans and that, because they're high in protein, And then we do a lot of broccoli, and my 14-year-old girl, and the courgettes aren't her favourite. She just tells me, just grow broccoli and tomatoes and we're happy. Why do you have to go with all this fancy stuff? But,
and tell us, at this time of the year, like, what are you eating?
oh, just broccoli. We have our freezer full, like, so we put everything into the freezer, like, so we blanch everything and freeze the broccoli. So, like, we haven't bought vegetables. I don't know how long
So you grow the vegetables and then freeze them,
yeah,
and then you'll be able to use them then as I say, it's freezing now, and I mean there's no plants growing and that.
We have, like, I'll have sprouting broccoli coming up now that's coming on, and we've spinach, beetroot in our tunnel at the moment. I've still some chilies in the tunnel. What else we a lot of the spinach is still going. We're still eating that out of the garden. We still have our beetroot, and we've a bit of red cabbage and a bit of cabbage there that's still there. So we're nearly getting that. So I like to keep something in the soil all the time to keep the soil going. Like, I don't like.
Yeah, because that crop rotation, isn't it? Really, was all about what we learnt at school.
That's it, exactly.
How did you manage, or how did this plan come into your head to be sort of self-sufficient in some shape or form and natural?
It just sort of evolved. Like, I started off with a small little patch of a garden, and then with the wet summers that sometimes we have, and then I got a polytunnel, and then I got another polytunnel, and then you get a greenhouse, and that greenhouse is not big enough, so you get another greenhouse, and then the wife is saying, why do you need all this stuff? So, and that's really, and then, you know, the products then, because it's brilliant as well, because, like, say this year we were because we're developing a lot of our own products now, so we developed this root booster, absolutely, developed our own product.
Right.
And basically what we done was, it's an amino acid, and so what it does, it helps germination, but it really, really enhances transplant shocks. If you're transplanting a plant from a container into the soil, there's always that little shock. So, and it helps get the plants to absorb nutrients from the soil better. The
other thing is, how do you survive then? I mean, what's your business? Is this your business?
This is the business, Better Plants, yeah. So we're online there, betterplants.ie. So we have a range of organic fertilizers for farmers. Like, farmers is a big thing with us. Like, we save farmers a lot of money on their fertilizing bill every year, because we give them liquid nitrogens and liquid seaweed as well, which is more efficient for their soil.
But a farmer, if he had 100 acres, I mean, how do you...
Well, we have 10, 20, like, we could sell 500 litre IBCs of the liquid seaweed into farmers, or 10 litre drums, and they'd be spraying it on 2 litres to the acre, like, so. And it saves them, because when you spray the liquid on the plant, it absorbs into the pores of the plant and down into the root system, and then any overspill is going onto the soil. So it's nourishing the soil and the plant together. Where if you're using an artificial fertilizer, all it's doing, it's robbing from the soil, but it's force feeding that plant up. And if you're, it's like anything else, if you force feed something up artificially, you're not going to have the same nutrient content.
And tell us, someone has a garden out there now at the back of the garden, and they've it dug. What do you recommend that they do at the moment? Is just keep looking at it until something goes in it?
Look, it's probably at just this stage is probably, you know, early on in the autumn, it would have been a good time to get broad beans or a winter plant in it. But if there's weeds in it, I would just leave it. And we kind of, I'm a square foot garden instructor, the first actually in Ireland. I qualified there. So
instructor.
So what you
brilliant.
Do,
Go on.
So what you do is basically we try to teach a don't dig method. So you don't have to dig the soil, because you're upsetting microorganisms in the soil. So we teach you have to be digging your soil and out breaking your back, because you just dig the soil. And then, you know, get your fertilizer in, get your soil, you know, get it right. But, like, you don't have to be breaking your back either digging it, because you're just disturbing the soil is able to...
So, I mean, right, so someone with, like, a semi-detached or whatever, and they have their garden there and it's ready to go. What would you recommend to someone at the moment if the garden is dug and they've broke their back and they're ready to boogie? What would you say to them in January, right?
So January, I'd be definitely planning getting some seeds. So you have two choices then when it comes to plants. You can buy a few seeds and germinate yourself in a bit of compost.
Inside in the house
this time of year now. Normally, we'd be telling people, like, you know, if you're thinking the last frost is probably in around the end of March, April. So about 6 to 8 weeks before that, start off your seeds, because you want to get ahead of the game.
Okay.
So start them off in the house. Like, you could start off chili plants, tomato plants towards the end of this month.
Just and put them in the garden, like,
No, you could put them inside in the house, seeds.
But as they grow, would you be able to put them out in the garden?
Put them out in the garden then, yeah. If you get a nice sunny area, and plants need definitely 6 to 8 hours of sunshine a day now probably in Ireland some weeks you'd be lucky to get that in a week. But if you can kind of have them south facing, you know, because obviously you need sunshine for the plants to grow really, really good.
Well, look, this is fantastic information, and I mean that square foot is absolutely brilliant because it is, when you think about it, smart. It's a great idea.
We've come up with a bed actually that you can, a self-assembled bed, so there's no nailing involved. You just pop it in, and then there's a square foot. So if you have a 4 foot square raised bed, and then you have your trellis marked out in square foot sections. So in a square foot bed, 4x4, you have 16 square foot of planting space. In one square you can get up to say 24 beetroots, small beetroots. You can get 24 carrots. You get 1 broccoli plant. So you can imagine the amount just in a square foot. So if you have a semi-detached and you think, God, I'd love to start growing my own. These are the perfect little way to start because you're not starting too big, and there's going to be less work involved long term.
Yeah.
And you're maximising the amount of produce you can get out of a small area.
Brilliant. You're giving us tons of information here, and say it's a lot to take in for someone, just as I say, who's looking at us as on television at the moment. But look, if they want to contact you, how do they get to chat?
Get me on the betterplants.ie Facebook page. Our website is www.betterplants.ie.
The other thing as well is you're doing a 5k run every morning, and you're putting up your post as well, and that's fantastic. You're doing it for Jack and Jill. How far are you into your run?
8 days.
Right.
Today was the 8th day.
Are you big into running? Are you big into exercising?
I've always kept fit, yeah. Like I think with the run, I suppose what I've always had it in my head to do it for a charity, but like I had a bit of an accident. I broke my heel a few years ago, and I was kind of told I'd never run again.
Wow.
So I was back doing a little bit slowly but surely, and then just at the last lockdown, I said to a few friends of mine, look, would you be interested in doing a 5k a day? Because I wanted to test, see could I do it. And I done it, you know, a few aches and pains just on my foot, the bad ankle, but it's
brilliant.
I got through it, so I said January now I'm going to just do it for a charity. So number one, it would keep me focused to do the 5k every single morning. Brilliant. And I said I'll do a live video, so it's proof of the pudding is that, you know, and I don't particularly want to be doing live videos, to be honest with you, but you know what I mean.
It's a good idea.
It's a good idea, absolutely. Yeah. And look at it, lets people know what you're doing.
What's the name of your dog?
Buddy and Champ.
Buddy and Sham, they're up every morning.
They're up every morning.
So there you are. That's Ollie Green, the legend that is, ladies and gentlemen. If you want to contact him, he is available on all them links and all that chatting that we're doing. And my phone won't turn around. Why is that doing? There we are. We're back again. So yes. That is absolutely super. Ollie is a ton of information, and you know, if he come in, we might get to chat to him once a month maybe, and he might keep us up to date with how our garden is going, how your garden is growing. But fair play to you, Ollie, and we really appreciate that. Now we'll just say a quick hello to all the people who are looking in, and Bridget Lockman is looking in there, and she says, "How are you?" Well, I'm not too bad. How are you, Bridget? And Joan Brown is there, and she's in England, and she says, "Hi Ray, cold one today." It definitely is. I just met the postman there, and he says it is very cold, and he would definitely be the man who'd give us a good forecast because he's out every day. His face covered as well, so he must be frozen. And Carmen Kennedy is looking in from London, and she says to Frida, "Lovely message to me. I really appreciate that." So all our friends are chatting to each other on the bus and giving comfort as well, and it's good to communicate with each other. If you're friends, or if you meet someone on this bus, as I say, just say hello to them, send them a message, and you know what? I mean, you could have a friend for life as well. Frida's there, and she's looking in from Belgium, and she put up some lovely photographs this morning, so fair play to you, Frida. And Anne O'Hora is saying, "Hello, afternoon, very cold Cheshire, and you're on the bus late. See you on the bus later." Oh, she's going to be with us at 5. Yes, we'll be on at 5. The bus will run early today, hopefully with the weather and all that. And Lizzie Farrell says, "Very interesting." Lizzie, this man is a bucket of information, and I didn't think he talked at all, but jeez, I can't stop him now today. So I'd say if you rang that man and you had any questions you want to ask him, he would definitely fill you in, and you can ask him your questions, and you never know, you get get your garden growing. Bridget Nielsen is looking in there. Good afternoon, and just made it. Great to know you're on board, Bridget, and check out some of that information, and check out that page as well. It's called betterplants.ie. .ie, and it's a website as well. So if you're looking for anything that's sort of going to make your garden grow, he is the man. Love to the postman as well. Our postman's called Mark, so I will give your regards to our postman, Mark. An absolute gentleman, and he's a great man for delivering. Yes, and even he's a gentleman, and he'll give you a buzz as well if you're not in the house, which is brilliant. So big shout out to you, Mark, and thanks for being so good to us. And as well as that, Val sends her love and regards. Okay, so we're going to introduce someone who would like to say hello to us, maybe on our Facebook page here. We have Brendan Donnelly, and he's in Chorley. And we're going to ask Brendan Donnelly to chat and see is he available to come on board the bus with us all here. And Val says the invisible man. I wonder who that is. Okay, so Brendan, if you were available to chat to us, you're looking in there, and I think you're involved in ice cream. There was a picture on your Facebook page there, and it shows that you're involved in the ice cream business. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe just took the photograph with an ice cream machine. Not yet. He's not available at the moment. So just one more. Let me see who else. Yeah, Jeremy Guinness is in America, but I can't chat to him. And Kathleen Dempsey. I wonder is Kathleen Dempsey available to chat to us at the moment on her Facebook page. This is like television, but it's on your phone. And just come on and say hello. It's a bit of crack more than anything else, and we are definitely having a bit of fun every single day on our Facebook page with 12 o'clock, the 12 bongs. And even if you just came on, do you know what? It'd be great if someone comes on and just does the 12 bongs for us. Wouldn't that be, no, without any pressure on you, and you could do 12 bongs for us, and because some people get sort of just a little bit excited. Okay, so that's Better Plants. They're after putting up a message there, .ie, and says thanks a million, Ray. Appreciate that. That must be the wife out in the countryside. She must be putting up them messages. Anyway, right, guys, thanks for looking in. Great to know that you join us every single day. We really appreciate your support, and we really appreciate that you are on board the bus. We're going to be live at 5, and we're going to sing 1 or 2 tunes. We'll see how it goes. And yes, indeed, enjoy Toblerone, Ray. It's great when people watch. So in the background, when Ollie was chatting, you could see a Toblerone on the right hand side. I spotted that as well. The Toblerone was just right, guys, good luck to you all. Thanks for looking in, and we'll see you at 5. Bye for now. This is Ray Dolan at 12. Well, it's not exactly, it's 12:23 now. Bye for now. See you.